Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's try another run of Slay the Spire. This time around, let's go ahead and try out the Silent. We are a deadly huntress from the Foglands, eradicate foes with daggers and poisons. We get to try, we start with Ring of the Snake, and at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Let's see how we do. Hello again. Alright, so, I intentionally didn't, I like, suicided or abandoned the run because I don't want to like showcase this hero for the very first time with random cards that are not of this class or not special to this class or normal with this class, I guess. But hopefully we'll do well this run, and then we can start playing with that whale function. Could be fun. So we got a couple elites on those sides. Elites are pretty damn dangerous for this hero on the first floor because she doesn't really have a lot of power. I'm assuming it's a she. It might be a he. I don't really know. Let's go this way. We have to fight a cultist. So, this character is different from the Ironclad because we have... I can't remember if the Ironclad has four strikes and 4 blocks. Sorry, four strikes, 5 blocks, or 5 strikes, 4 blocks, but it's not 5 and 5. And we also have Neutralize, which is weakness instead of a bash, and we have Survivor, which gives us extra, even more block, but we have to discard a card. So, might as well use Neutralize for the 3 points of damage, and then we'll just triple strike because he's not attacking this turn. My experience with the Silent is that this hero has a hard time on the first floor doing a lot of damage. Because you don't heal, you have to be very cautious about taking any points of damage at all. And it makes it so that sometimes you just have to basically pass your whole turn just focusing on defense. Otherwise, you can rapidly find yourself hemorrhaging HP over the course of the floor. Neutralize is going to help out a lot here, and double strike. Actually, we didn't need it because triple strike would have done 18. Still, it's free damage. Neutralize is a pretty cool card. So, poisoned stab, deal 5 damage and then apply 3 poison. That poison, if I have no other poison cards, would do 3, then 2, then 1, so 6. So a total of 11 damage for 1 energy. But if you can keep on stacking the poison, it gets much, much, much stronger. Dagger Throw cycles your deck pretty quick and can synergize super well with certain other cards. Maneuver, on the other hand, just gives you energy ramp. Let's start off with Dagger Throw, because I want to cycle the deck to try to pull the Neutralize more often. By pulling the Neutralize, we will be able to remove a card from our deck for 50 gold. That's a discount. We can get rid of one of these weak strikes, or get rid of one of the defends. I think I'm going to go for the remove a defend. I'm going to try to keep the deck nice and small and cycle it quickly. Only 3 incoming damage, so we will defend, strike. Actually, sometimes I gotta like slow down a little bit. I could have just killed it. Could have just gone triple strike there. In the interest of trying to fit a whole floor into a reasonable time frame, though, I am trying to play a little bit faster. Maybe too fast. Who knows? Draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Totally fine. Cycle that deck. Give me my Neutralize back. Give me my triple strike. Nice. Okay. Block Potion is useful. Acrobatics. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 card. Net gain of 1 card. Or we could just keep going with the Dagger Throws. Terror is really useful, though. Very, very good against the final floor boss, and it's also very good against elites. I think Terror pickup would be great. Now I'm not nearly as concerned about fighting some of these first floor elites. Heck, even on a guy like this is going to be useful. So I think we'll do Terror, block Survivor. We won't get anything else done this turn, but now he's got 99 turns of vulnerable. He's just permanently vulnerable for the rest of combat. It's pretty powerful. We neutralize him down to 9. Let's Dagger Throw to hopefully pull another block. Did not get one. So we'll defend, strike. And unfortunately, we are going to take some damage. Could have blocked it with the block potion. But it's only 4 points. It's nothing crazy. He's weak, so we actually hit for 9, so this would be lethal. And by weak, I meant vulnerable, not weak. Adrenaline. Gain an energy point, draw 2 cards, and then exhaust it. So it's a net gain of 1 energy, 1 card. Good ramp, pretty good. Dodge and roll. Gain 4 block, then gain 4 block next turn. Predator. Pretty expensive card. But it helps to keep the deck rolling. Let's try out Adrenaline, though. I don't know what the upgraded version of Adrenaline is, but it seems like it's probably going to be good. Oh, yeah. So, draw 2 cards, but it costs a card, so it's still net gain of 1 card, but it's just lots of energy. Cool. Let's head to that elite, see if we can get some bonus relics and make ourselves super strong. Early terror sounds great. Double strike. Oh, shoot. Should have used dagger throw. Forgot that I had it. Forgot that it was better than strike. Bum 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 bum. Just gonna play that right away. Neutralize. And let's see. This guy has split. When its HP is at or below 50%, it will split and interrupt its attack. So 50% health would be 33. It's vulnerable, so we hit for 9. 9 and 9 is 18. You can definitely negate his full attack by attacking him. Turns out I didn't need to use that other skill. Should have saved it. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry. We'll slow down when it gets dangerous. These guys do not have the split function, so just start working them down. Picked up a wound status card. Gonna slow down my ability to do this. This one's not attacking, so we can just do 6, 6, and 9. Kill it. Alright, cool. Don't think we're gonna take any damage. Not against one target. I don't think we're going to take any damage, he says, and then I'm frail, and then I can't actually negate his damage, can I? Great. Fine, we're going to take 2 points of damage. That's all. I'm not going to use a block potion for this guy. We'll save that for the first floor elite. Oops. Picked up a fire potion. Okay. Dodge and roll, sucker punch, skewer, spend all energy, deals 7 damage energy number of times. Well, that would do pretty well with an upgraded adrenaline, although the card draw would be wasted on adrenaline. Although it cycles, which is fine. Terror plus... Let's see. Best case scenario, if I upgraded adrenaline, I could have 5 energy, then terror to make them weakened, and then do 7 times 4 would be 28 plus 50%. Hit for 42. Or we could just use Sucker Punch, which is an upgraded strike and applies weakness, makes it easier to block. Or we could take none of them and just keep the deck tight. I feel like I have the best opportunity for some good plays with Skewer. It could get big and good. For Smith, we will use to upgrade, we can make Terror free. We can upgrade that Adrenaline. An upgraded Neutralize is very good as well, because it makes weakness last for an extra turn. Makes it a lot easier to be offensive. I think the card that's going to make it easiest for me to be offensive... Oh wow, upgraded Skewers 10 damage per energy. Which is pretty good ratio. I think I'm going to take upgraded Neutralize, because it just allows you to not have to block nearly as often. And it's going to work pretty well against a guy like this, who doesn't like it when you cast non-attacks. Let's save that for... not save it. Let's use it now. Let's see what could we draw. I want to get the Terror out right away, because this skill... he is going to buff himself and then get strength gain every time we use a skill, so I'd prefer to use this before he does that. So let's try for it. No terror, maybe dagger throw it. Come on, give me it. Damn. Alright, well, let's just strike him a lot. Unfortunately, he's gonna get a little bit of strength when I apply terror to him. Gonna be using the block potion, I think, pretty sure. Might as well do this. This doesn't exhaust, so... we'll just do it again and it'll be much stronger the next time around. Okay, I can do 30 damage. That was probably the easiest I've ever seen that fight go. We've got Memory. Negate the next 2 curses we pick up, and a weakness potion. Cool. Nightmare. Choose a card. Next turn, add 3 copies of that card into your hand, then exhaust the nightmare. Prepared. Obtain a random potion. Exhaust. So we can make potions with Alchemize. Nightmare. What would we copy? Next turn, add 3 copies of that card. Triple Adrenaline. Seems like there's a potential for some pretty fun things. Triple Adrenaline into Skewer. Ooh, that could be sick. It's an expensive card, but let's try it. Maybe we can make something cool happen. Unfortunately, we don't have very much going in the way of AoE, so we just have to negate this 15 incoming damage. I can almost kill one of these guys. We could get lucky. Let's think about this for a second. I could just triple block and negate all damage, but I'm going to get licked, and then I'll do less damage in the future. I want to cycle the deck. I think we'll use one of our potions. Might as well kill, block. Weaken for an extra couple turns. Alright, we have the Skewer. Not very great against wide targets like this. We have 3, 3, 5, 11 incoming damage, which we could just survive or defend. A bit weak right now, so it's not a good time to be doing offensive moves. I'm just tempted to play Adrenaline, just to pull some extra cards out. I mean, I'm not going to be using Nightmare just now. That just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do Terror on you, and then we'll do Strike. And then we'll do Defend Survivor. You can still just negate all the damage. It's kind of a weakish overall turn, but these are slimes, you know? Doesn't really, I hope, require too much thought to win without taking damage. Neutralize will hit for only 3, but that's enough to make dagger throws sufficient. Choose a card to discard. Well, we're not going to use the Nightmare. Not going to do any of these. Actually, keep on keeping me weak, huh? Licking me to death, or whatever it is that they're doing. They themselves are not very strong. So, 7 damage from that. Okay, come on, Slimies. Alright. Pretty clean overall. Ah, perfect. Now this is the type of card that I was hoping for. Underhanded Strike. Unplayable cards, but if this card is discarded, then you deal 7 damage to a random enemy. So the random part's kind of unfortunate. But what's nice is that that works really well with the Survivor card and with Dagger Throws. So we can intentionally discard the card for bonus damage while continuing to keep the deck cycling. On the other hand, Flying Knee lets us energy ramp, which could work well with some other stuff. But I think Underhanded Strike's a good way to go. Alright, our first chest. What do we get? Bronze Scales. Whenever you take damage, deal 3 damage back. Works well with block synergy. Not gonna rest. Let's smith up our... I want to upgrade the skewer to make it 10x damage. What's the upgraded version of this? 10 damage. We should pick up 3 damage for that. Upgraded version of this is 4 copies of a card for only 2 energy. Okay, sold. Make the energy cost more manageable down to 2, and then 4 copies? Yes, please. Quadruple Adrenaline, please? Can I quadruple Adrenaline? I want to quadruple Adrenaline. That was weird. How'd that happen? Odd. Nothing to do with the card hover mechanic there. So this would only do 21. He's got 22. This is looking to me like double block. Strike. Or maybe just double block terror on the 24 health guy. Yeah, that works. See our bronze scales starting to take effect as well. Alright, neither of them are attacking, but we can still use neutralize for some bonus damage, and looks like we can easily kill you. Discard to discard, it's fine. Looks like we're not going to see adrenaline for a little while, it's alright. I mean, that was a brutal turn for them. Can I just outright kill you? 6 plus an under... Yeah, okay. Let's do that. 6, survivor, the underhanded strike, dead. Neat. I like that. It's cool synergy. Finisher, attack. Deal 6 damage for each attack played this turn. 6 damage for each attack. Works really well with shivs. Any other 0 energy attacks. Crippling poison, apply 3 poison, apply 3 weak. Okay, or Bane. Well, we don't currently poison enemies, not even a little bit, so Bane would not be the greatest card for this deck. A crippling poison. I could see maybe nightmaring a bunch of poisons out. Nightmaring finisher and then playing 4 finishers with adrenaline 4 finisher would be, well, basically be like what, 4 factorial damage. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, because as you continue to ramp it. So that'd be 4, 3, 6, it'd be just 10. That's kind of weak. Let's go ahead and take Crippling Poison, because I'd like to build up the potential for some poison synergy. But I don't want the deck to get too much bigger. Cool, let's pray away a... Strike? Yeah. We've got Reflex, unplayable. Cool, that's actually a great swap. It's another unplayable card like Underhanded Strike. If this card is discarded from your hand, draw 1 card. Now, I do want to mention that these Underhanded Strike and Reflex cards, these you don't get when you first start playing the game and you first play this class. I unlocked these recently after winning a few times. So, this underhanded discarded like synergy is something that you need to play for a while to unlock. I am totally willing to fight a monster, and we just found a relic. Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you get to a rest site, start combat with 2 energy. We can try to find some loot. You know, I don't care. I want to fight the monster. It's just an elite. It's no big deal. We wrecked this guy the last time I fought him. So neutralize. We've got both of our unplayable cards. We can dagger throw. Discard the underhanded strike. Might as well get Terror out on turn 1. And then we might as well skewer. Yeah, 30 damage on turn 1 with nothing else going on. That's pretty solid. Nightmare Adrenaline. I think that's the play. That is the play. Making him a little bit stronger. Of course, adrenaline is a skill, so it's going to make him really strong. But I'm going to have ridiculous amounts of energy. And lots and lots and lots and lots of cards. So, okay, never mind, he's dead. Seven energy. We're going to do 70 damage, please. Hey, come on, show me the 70. That was supposed to be a 70. Bouncing Flask. Apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. That's pretty good. Whenever you draw this card, add a copy of it to your hand. Deal 4 damage for free. This deck moves pretty quick, so Slice would fit pretty well. And we already have the ability to apply poisons if we decide to. If I'm fighting an enemy that I really need to, like, pierce heavy armor or something. And we could do that with the Crippling Poison. So I think I'm gonna go for the Slice. And we get to fight another elite. Turns out that there wasn't, what did I get for fighting the actual elite? I just got an option to draw a card, and that's about it. This guy, I think we definitely fought him last time with the Ironclad. We do not need to wake him up right away. So let's wait until we can get the Adrenaline card. Preferably Nightmared Adrenaline. And use that as our opener. Or at least get the Nightmare. The Terror card played on him. As long as you don't break his armor, he stays asleep. So we can get the weakness up and going now. Okay, looks like I'm just gonna have to start next turn with Nightmare active. And by Nightmare, of course, I meant Terror. Let's do Terror, Dagger Throw, the Honor-Handed Strike. Only 15 damage on the opening turn, but it's alright. We got the vulnerable up there, that's what I was hoping for. Gonna be a lot of incoming damage. Let's definitely weaken him. A Nightmare Dagger Throw would allow me to just next turn. Well, actually, that would be too much. Next turn, add 4 copies of Dagger Throw. I won't have 4 energy next turn, so that doesn't make sense. Honestly, like a Nightmared Slice might not be a bad idea. Just gives me 4 times 5. Actually, 4 times 7, so 28 damage for free. Well, not for free. It's for 2 energy. This time around, I don't know that I see Nightmared Adrenaline working for me. Maybe if I get the Skewer. But if I don't get the Skewer, then it's gonna just kind of flub. But of course, that's crazy. Of course I'll get the Skewer, because Adrenaline makes me draw cards. So yeah, we should just do this. It's okay, it's okay. I'm still gonna get this. It's still gonna show up. Because I'll just Adrenaline like crazy and draw through the whole deck. Right? Because 4 Adrenalines is 8 card draw, plus we get 5. So that's 13 cards, and I only have 11, and like, there's like a very, very, very high chance that I'll get it. Unfortunately, we're gonna take a little bit of damage here. But for an elite, I think it's a bit expected that you'll take some damage. It's a lot of Adrenaline. Neutralize. Adrenaline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Down to 8, back up to 10. Nada. So we'll Survivor the Reflex, hoping for... Well, I pretty much have to draw it, right? I think that's got to be it right there. Actually, I'm going to Survivor the Underhanded Strike. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So we can Adrenaline again. There's the Skewer. That combo is pretty powerful. It seems like that's going to be probably our go-to. Oh man, Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. That could synergize with so many different combos. Cool. Crippling Poison again. Backflip. Defensive move. Gain 5 block, draw cards. More rotation. Another Unhitted Strike. I feel like just having one of a card usually works pretty well. Keeps the deck, the deck nice and trim. Let's go for the... I want one backflip. When we're going to heal up, we're going to go fight the first boss. Do we need to heal? If I don't heal, I could upgrade Terror. Let's upgrade Terror. Actually, let's consider... Should we upgrade Skewer to just make the combo ridiculous? Or maybe upgrade Adrenaline? Yeah, that gives me more damage than... Yep, upgrade Adrenaline. With 51 health, we better win. We should totally beat this guy. No worries. We're gonna get this crazy combo going and it's gonna be great. Let's start off with a Dagger Throw. Discard the Underhanded Strike. Let's see, I'm gonna strike. I just need to do as much damage as I possibly can, so I think I'm gonna do the Reflex, actually, to try to draw out the combo. Or not. Still, pretty strong opener. What's that, 33 damage? Now we need to be careful about Sharp-Eyed. He too has bronze scales, or Sharp-Eyed, or whatever you want to call it. Nightmare. No Adrenaline. Okay, this is the boss, so we can afford to take some damage. We will full heal after this, no big deal. Besides, once I get my combo online, he's gonna be dead. They're just not coming in the right order, of course. I think we get this extra weakness up for a while. It's gonna cause me to take a little bit more damage. What did that do again? What is that skill? I just used it. Now I've already forgotten. It was poison and weakness. Yes, the poison's quite small though. Do I Nightmare the Slice? No. No, I'm gonna wait for the Dream combo. Ten more damage to pop him back into defensive mode. Another Neutralize. Strike before he gets his shield up. Just play those because it doesn't matter. Come on, combo. Where's my combo, man? Need some backflip action. Okay, let's try to backflip our way into it. There's the Nightmare. Dagger Throw and hope that we pull it. Nope. Reflex? Nope. Okay. Nightmare will come around again at some point. At some point, the combo will show itself. There's... God damn it, there's Adrenaline. Oh, jeez. So the combo is really good, but only when you draw it. If you don't draw it, it's not good. Okay, the poison was enough to trigger that. It's pretty useful. Looks like we're gonna get him dead and we're not even gonna see the combo. So fine, I'm just gonna Nightmare the Slice. I feel dirty about this. Feel so dirty about it. Slice will do 7 times 4, 28 damage. Yeah. It's actually not quite enough. But then Skewer will kill him. I'll take 3 damage each time I do it. I think I'm good. Let's check the math before we go any further on this. Slice hits for 15. Wait, why is Slice hitting for 15 now? Oh, we're on Pen Nib, that's why. We're gonna Pen Nib this next hit. Alright, in that case, let's do this. I was very confused by why all the math just changed suddenly. Pen Nib for the victory! Cool. Okay, we can pick up Glass Knife. Deal 8 damage twice. Glass Knife's damage is lowered by 2 for the rest of this combat. Bullet Time. You cannot draw any cards this turn. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand to 0. You cannot draw any cards this turn. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand to 0. So, what if we had Bullet Time and Nightmare in the hand at the same time? Then I could just Bullet Time, Nightmare the card for the synergy, and then just go nuts with the whole hand. Or, we could Nightmare Adrenaline, draw out 10 cards, make all of the cards free. But we don't really need to make them all free because we've got tons of energy from the Adrenaline. Alright, what about Doppelganger? Next turn, draw X cards, then gain X energy. So if I spend 2 energy, next turn, draw 2 cards and gain 2 energy. So whatever energy you spend just rolls into the next turn. This sounds like something that would synergize really well with my trying to pull the combo. So let's go that route. Okay, cool. And what do we get? We get Black Star, probably one of my favorite relics because it makes this thing just fill up with relics toward the end of a run. Runic Dome. Gain energy at the start of each turn. You can no longer see Intense. Or Sozu. You can no longer use potions. I don't think we need the bonus energy from either of these because we've got, Nightmared Adrenaline. So let's go with the Black Star. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take a break here. I'll look forward to doing level 2 with you in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.